and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now. You like
Award of the week.
Ah,
This week we got. I'm giving an award of the week to Rockstar Games for doing what they seemingly do best, which is releasing the same game over and over. So it was announced, I think like month or two ago that they were going to release remastered versions of the what I like to call the PlayStation 2 trilogy of GTA games, which started off with GTA 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and then Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And GTA 3 kind of really broke the mold for a lot of the games that we have now because it eventually led to GTA 4, led to Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, other games that they eventually made. It really, if you've seen what Grand Theft Auto, the original, and Grand Theft Auto 2 look like, and then saw like Grand Theft Auto 3, it's like a world of difference, and it really took Rockstar Games and Take Two Interactive to a whole nother level. It was interesting because I was hoping like it'd be these PlayStation 2 games, but now remade, and it would kind of look like Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 5. But essentially all they really did was like brighten up a couple of screens and kind of like buffed out some things. So what I initially said was they took a PlayStation 2 game, made it look like a PlayStation 3 game that now you could play on PlayStation 5. So and of course, like Grand Theft Auto 5, it came out for PlayStation 3, and then PlayStation 4 came out, and guess what? They made it for PlayStation 4. So then people were hoping PlayStation 5 comes out, we're finally gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6. And it's like, no, you have another Grand Theft Auto 5. So hopefully at some point Grand Theft Auto 6 will be out in the future. What I would really, really love is Red Dead Redemption. I prefer that over Grand Theft Auto at this point. If they could remake Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Redemption for PlayStation 5, once I get a PlayStation 5, I would be more than willing to play both games over again because they're really phenomenal games, great storytelling, a lot of things like you never really thought you could do in like a game. They really made it like the world building. It feels like you're actually out in the old west in those games. But obviously that ground started off in Grand Theft Auto 3. But I just thought it funny when they finally, I was excited because I was like, oh, I could play Vice City again. Like I enjoyed playing Vice City and playing San Andreas. I never really played Grand Theft Auto 3, but San Andreas and Vice City, I played a ton. And I was like, oh, I could get to drive around San Andreas and Vice City again. And what I really, really hope is that, like, the cheat codes, when you used to have to print them out or write them down in a notebook.
Jesus.
Yeah,
IGN.
IGN. I was really hoping, like, I'm really hoping that those come back too because I was talking on Twitter. I was like, man, I used to use that money code in San Andreas so much. I was like a billionaire because I got bored because like after a while I couldn't beat the game because I was like 15 and I didn't like a lot of the things they were asking you to do. I knew nothing about, and damn be me if I like open Google to find out what like this and that was. So what I used to do was just drive around. So I used the money code like over and over and over again, and then they had like an off the track betting. So I would just go there and like bet like a ridiculous amount on horses and stuff like that and make my money grow even more. So I was joking the other day that man, like as many
Yeah.
times as I used that code, I could have probably bought the Los Santos Saints, which was like the sports team that they had in San Andreas. But they really I was excited that they were bringing out this game. So now that's gonna be on PlayStation now. It's gonna be $60. And I was hoping like it would be new, fresh models, and it would look like a place. It'd be looking like PlayStation 5, but it's just like, yeah, the screen's a little bit brighter now, and the cars look nice. I will give it that.
It's kind of like when I have it right now, the Liberty Stories from the PSP, and they did it on like PS3 or whatever, PS2. I actually have, I don't know where it is now though, but I had a VHS. I used to like go on like rampages with the money and all that stuff and all the codes and stuff. And I would put on, this is how old it is. It was Vice City though, but it was VHS. And I give it to my buddy and be like, hey, check this out. I went on a rampage and I gave him the video because I would film it. I would, because I had the VCRs and the DVD thing and everything. But I remember the first time I saw Grand Theft Auto 3 in the like probably Game Pro or one of those magazines. And I'm like, whoa, like this was insane. That game really is predecessor to every other thing that came out after that. Because you mentioned Grand Theft Auto 1, where it was like overhead, like a PC game. It was kind of like a PC game where you're just like, you move the like it looked like Nintendo where you're like killing people and like cursing and stuff, killing Elvises, the fake Elvises. Oh, that was famous. There was a cult in the game. Um, I have, I love the game, the original, but part three came out, and I was like, holy moly! It was a big deal. It was a real big deal. I was like in like sixth grade, seventh grade. Man, it was like a big deal.
Yeah, and
Um,
I couldn't even go out and get them myself. Like San Andreas and Vice City, I actually got like second hand. I got like somebody else's, like somebody older, like played the game, and then they would give me it when they were done with it.
oh,
I never got to buy it. The first one I got to buy was Grand Theft Auto 4 for Xbox. And I remember I bought that with my own money because it was back when I had my first job way back
hmm.
when.
Yeah, but remember that like when you would try to buy a game and you were like 15 or 16, there was like cashier ID. You're like, what? Excuse me? Like, no, oh, okay. I can't play a game about I'm a knight with like a huge sword and a huge dong, and I want to fucking kill things. Oh no, you need an ID for it. All right, fine, fine. Yeah, but that's great though. That it is. I wish it would have been like I actually was thinking about this. I wish they actually remastered like fully like the original games for the Grand Theft Auto, but they got to keep busy. And you got to remember they had the two brothers, like the guys who ran the thing, that they were like rock stars. That's why they called it Rockstar. It's crazy. They were really that huge. I don't know who's in charge of it now, but Red Dead, I agree with you. Totally agree with you with Red Dead. That was like a great experience. Where I am right now was you kept like laughing because I didn't finish the game, and I'm like building like a fence. Like there's like I'm building a fence in a game. Like I was like, how is that like a game? But it's fun though. It's engrossing. But yeah, that's good though. They should have done a lot better with the Grand Theft Auto. It's great.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, so award of the week, Rockstar after
Whatever.
unofficially doing just re-releasing the same games, they actually officially are re-releasing the same game over and over. So that's award of the week.